Guys, I want to break down something that is all too common, and it causes major problems in a relationship. And I think it's really important for a couple to watch this together, but it's also important for individuals to understand what I talk about right now. So what I want to talk about is in a committed relationship, when a woman feels forced or obligated or like it's a duty to have sex, and what that does to a sex life in the relationship, but also what it does to the individual. So I see it all the time, and I hear guys that I work with say, "Gosh, why doesn't my wife have more sex with me?" Um, and then I talk to the women, and they say, "I have sex out of obligation. I just do it to get it over with because he's going to be so grumpy, he's going to be so angry, or who knows, maybe he'll go find someone else to have sex with, and so I'm scared, so I might as well just do it." Um, this kills healthy, good, committed intimacy and sex. And it also destroys self-worth, and it makes somebody feel used and taken advantage of. A couple of things to understand: sex is not designed for him. Sex is not his to have and hers to be obligated to give. And the reason I can tell you this is because a woman has a clitoris and that has 8,000 nerve endings that are designed, they're there for one purpose, and that's pleasure. Why would they have that? Why would women have that other than that sex is for their enjoyment too? Um, Now a woman is different sexually than a man. It takes different things in order to get aroused, in order to climax. A man can do it easier and quicker, and it doesn't take as much. And because of that, we interpret that as um, a man has a need to get off, and so she better provide, and that's not true. And what happens is if she starts having sex out of obligation, out of duty, she starts to loathe the act of sex. She feels taken advantage of. She feels like it's something I just have to do. A woman enjoys sex when she feels free, when she feels vulnerable, when she feels open. Not, and so you can see the opposite of good sex happening with sex, right? When it's obligatory sex, then it makes it so that she's not free. She's forced. She's controlled. And as she's controlled into having sex, what that does is it pushes her further away from desiring that pleasure and real good sex. So the guys that I work with, I say, if you want good sex and you want more sex, then back off. Stop pressuring. Stop forcing. Let her know she's loved. Let her know she's okay just as she is. Create safety. Create an opportunity for vulnerability. The more you whine and complain and force, the more you're driving home this duty-bound sex, which destroys your sex life. So what I would say is, women, I it sometimes it feels easier. It's easier to say, look, I'm just going to say no, or yes, I'm just going to say yes, because I don't want to deal with the consequences of saying no. I don't want to deal with his grumpiness. I don't want to deal with the fear that he may go act out with somebody else. I don't want to deal with his rejection and just wallowing in that. So I'll just give in. I would say don't give in. Say no. Understand how that affects him when you say no, but say no, and try to create some safety, some connection in another way. Men, I would say, really check in with your spouse to make sure that she's engaging sexually with you out of a desire for her to want to connect and want to have sex. And if there's fear there, and if she feels forced in that moment, as much as you may want to have sex in that moment, slow it down, stop, process with her how she's feeling, understand where her heart's at, and connect to her spirit as well. So I hope this is helpful, you guys. Sex can be one of the best things in a relationship, one of the very best things, or it can be one of the worst things. It can be the most destructive thing in a relationship, or it can be the most connected. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.